Okay, greetings. I am back again with another tarot card. Now we're doing with the court cards. We are still here with the court cards. Now, this week or this podcast, we're going to be looking at the King of Swords. The King of Swords in the upright. He's very powerful with his words. He's a decision maker. He's very logical. He's very straightforward with his speech. He's very intelligent. He can be seen as somebody who gives legal advice. He can show up as a lawyer, an advisor, a public speaker. He can show up as a writer. He can show up as a surgeon because he holds a sword. Somebody who's in high position. The King of Swords can show up as a Leo. Sorry, not a Leo. What am I talking about? An air sign. And air signs are Aquarius, which is its traditional sign is Aquarius, but he can also show up as a Gemini or a Libra, male energy. The King of Swords in the upright, he's a decision maker. He's a strategist. He knows how to plan and execute strategies. The King of Swords, spiritual, I would say magical properties, magical gifts. He could have telepathic communication. He could talk. He could read minds. We look at the magical aspects of the King of Swords. So he's telepathic communication. He can do that. What he writes. He's a writer of knowledge. He's a seeker. No, I wouldn't say a seeker of knowledge. He's the font of knowledge. If you want to find out something, he will probably know what it is that you need the answer to. Okay, so let's look at the King of Swords in reverse. The King of Swords in reverse is very cruel with his words. He can be very angry. He's very unemotional. He's unemotional even when he's in the upright. He doesn't speak with any emotion. He tells you the facts, and this is what it is. I don't care if it hurts anybody's feelings. But when he's in reverse, he's cruel with it. It's not like when he's in the upright where he's okay. This is the truth. Is the truth. Is the truth, and you're just gonna have to accept that or not. Yeah. In the upright, he's like that, unemotional. But in reverse, he's cruel. He will say things to get a reaction. He will play mind games. He can gaslight you with his words. He's not honest. He's a liar. In the upright, he's honest. He doesn't fear people's feelings in the upright. He doesn't fear people's feelings. He's honest but he doesn't manipulate. Okay, he's just straight with it. In a reverse, he will manipulate with his words. He will deliberately use words that he knows will get a reaction from you. In reverse, the King of Swords in reverse is somebody who may not have their mental capacity. Mentally, they're not straight. They're not on point. Their speech can reflect this as well. They speak with confusion. They confuse themselves. They confuse other people. The King of Swords can be a master manipulator and knows how to strategize and plan things that are deliberately to destroy, to hurt, to wound. We're dealing with swords energy here. Okay. But definitely not honest, definitely not straight, can bring confusion, deliberately causes confusion with speech and thought. The King of Swords in reverse can represent an absent father, whether they were there emotionally or physically, they were just not there. Absent. When I say absent, I mean somebody who wasn't there to counsel you, wasn't there to give you any advice, wasn't there to teach you anything, because they can represent teachers. Wasn't there to teach you anything. And so they can represent an absent father. But then all the male court cards can represent absent fathers, but he wasn't there to counsel. He wasn't there to teach. He wasn't there to approve. He just wasn't there for that. The King of Swords in reverse will use knowledge to manipulate. They will use the truth and mix it with lies to manipulate. The King of Swords in reverse. What else, Spirit? Is there anything else you want me to tell us about the King of Swords? Yeah, magical. Going back to the magical, and I'm just channeling this right now, so I'm learning that as I'm speaking. The King of Swords in reverse on a magical level can be someone who, like I said, he's about knowledge. He has deep knowledge on things, and that he will write. He could be a esoteric writer, a librarian, a keeper of knowledge. I know that's usually assigned to the high priestess, but he can be like a librarian or something like that. Somebody who keeps the library, someone keeps documents secret, if you understand what I mean. Interesting. So that's the King of Swords. That's what I've received today. So who knows what else we'll find out and discover about them, this particular energy. But today, this is the King of Swords. Let me know if there's any particular card that you want me to speak on, and we will do that. But I'll be back soon with another Tarot Unmasked podcast, looking at the court cards of the tarot. Have a great day.